we have, are you ready for this? Zach Sage Fox. Oh!
Are you?
Cue the rounds of applause.
So
Hi,
great
Zach.
to be here. Hey, how are you? So good to be here. I saw you in the Aish documentary.
Yes. And I see you everywhere. The first question before we get to our official list, how do you manage to be everywhere all the time, Zach?
I have really bad ADHD, and I've just learned to work with it like a superpower. Honestly, I think ADHD is a good thing. It's fun. Like, I feel like, you know how people are like, you can't do two things at once. I feel like when you have ADHD, like, you kind of can. Like, that's kind of if you can figure out how to manage it. And I also just have a really great team behind me. I run a big production company. So, I'm really blessed to have amazing employees and contractors who work under me, an amazing business partner, co-CEO who's Israeli. And so we had this big infrastructure before 10/7 and, making movies and TV shows and a lot of branded content and viral social media videos for brands and nonprofits. So, we were really set up well to be able to jump into things, in the last year, starting after 10/7.
Amazing. Now, I know you're good, and I know you can do a lot of things. Please tell me you're not driving.
No. I'm in the back of it.
Okay, so we want to just talk about the obvious. You have used comedy, your special, incredible skill, to reach people in such a unique way at this time. Did you know, like, that was going to be sort of your entree into speaking about important issues, or did it just happen?
No. Honestly, I was a comedian since I was really young. I started doing stand-up when I was just 13 years old. My mother was in comedy, not stand-up per se, but she had a comedy vocabulary product that was big on CDs and cassettes in the early 2000s. So, I was in the studio with her, doing skits and raps and funny things professionally since I was really young. So, and then again, I officially started doing stand-up when I was 13. I started a YouTube channel at 14. By the time I was 17, I got a development deal with Disney Channel, where I ended up hosting my own prank show that I produced through my company that I started officially at 17 with my business partner. And we moved that from Philly to Los Angeles. So we were really part of that early internet wave, but comedy was always the forefront. We met at Jewish day school. And so being Jewish was definitely like very important to us, a big part of our brand and our identity, and a lot of the humor we would come from. But, I would say the activism really came in the last year after 10/7. I think personally, I was, a bit sheltered from the places I lived, the communities I was a part of. I went to Jewish day school for 8 years. I went to Chabad as a kid. My bar mitzvah was Chabad. And I went to LA, then I went to UPenn for college, then I went to New York City. So I think my community was so comfortably Jewish that I think in a way that it sort of made 10/7 come as a surprise. And so really the only thing that changed in my content this year was specifically the activism part. I was always an actor, but it really became a part of my performance to actually act this year.
Yeah. So Zach, I want to play off that because I think we just touched on two things which really so much define you for so many of your fans, which is your comedy. And since October 7th, you have really taken that mantle of being an advocate for Israel and for the Jewish people. Yeah. So we want to show a quick clip of one of your videos that went so super viral. Everyone I know loved this video. So we're going to show a quick video of that Zach made.
Let's do it.
It's back to school season.
You know what that means.
Antisemitism. We're starting a new fraternity, Hamas.
Fuck. Are you guys anti-Israel?
Yeah.
Okay. Putting together
a Hamas fraternity. Eta, Alpha, Mu, Alpha, Sigma.
How does Hamas represent come together?
We just started at NYU.
Oh, no, wait. Are you guys freshmen?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I thought you were like a 40-year-old man.
He goes to Columbia.
Dude, Columbia is like one of the biggest like Jew-hating schools out there. You down?
Yeah.
I feel like that.
Hell yeah, man. Just quick sig. Just throw me your sig right here.
Don't you need like our emails or something?
Yeah. Emails and signature. Join our Greek life, dude.
Half Greek.
Are you half Greek?
What? It's just perfect for you.
You like Spinacopia? Bro, Spinacopia is my Fuck it, man. So basically, terms and conditions, we take a road trip to Jewish-owned businesses to protest. We're literally going to be like chanting outside of synagogues, like harassing Jews.
Could feel like fashion
Fuck
show.
yeah,
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, that's America.
We're doing this anti-Zionist keg stand, obviously, chant to obliterate Israel, boycotting Jewish businesses, protesting synagogues.
All the good stuff.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Death to America. What do you think, dude? Kick out all those Jews, burning Israeli and American flags. You down for that? Oh, awesome. Some of the schools are starting to crack down on the encampments. We want a safe space for Jew haters. We're bringing back the encampments, like basically burning American flags. You guys down? This point. Yeah.
Fire, absolute fire.
And all the proceeds go to like funding terrorism. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Love the
dude.
fit, bro.
Oh, dude, we're doing a Hamas themed formal. Everybody wears green and keffiyehs and yeah. You're my guy, dude.
Thank you so much, brother.
Dude.
Zach, I don't know if to laugh or cry. It's
You know, that's what I feel when I make these things. But, you know, I think the way that I look at it is I really think satire and Jewish humor is one of the best tools we have in our arsenal to fight this. You know, I've really had, I think, a light bulb moment this year, which is interesting because I've been doing comedy for so long. I studied political communications at UPenn. It's not like I was new to sort of political persuasion and political satire and how those two can come together to actually, you know, sort of argument and in a sort of strategic way. You know, it's literally what I studied at an Ivy League school. But I think what really hit me this year is when you break down what laughter is, like, what is it when you're laughing at something? Like, what is that? And I realized this year, it's like, it's a form of agreement. It's a form of acknowledgement. Like, if you're laughing at something, it means you saw a point. You're hearing someone's argument. You're like, that's true, actually, or there's something to that. And usually the laughter comes from actually seeing it from a place you didn't see coming. It's like proving a point from a sort of circuitous, angle. And so I think satire is an amazing tool because, one, it makes exposing a lot of the hate more palatable, I think, for the average person, especially non-Jews. It allows it to go more viral. And two, it shows that we are not just Jews with trembling knees. Like, we're not just going to take all this hate humbly. We're going to actually put it back in your face and show you why you're wrong and why the facts are not on your side. And along the way, we're able to actually win over people along the way.
Well, you've been such an amazing advocate, Zach, and so many people. I just know so many, especially young people, who are really facing anti-Semitism on campus. Yeah. By the way, after you're done, we're going to bring on Bella and Eden and Eli, who are students on campuses.
Eden's amazing. I was just with Eden last night.
Yeah, they're all amazing. And you've just given, like, you've really had like their back, and you've been out there giving so much information. So I just want to.
I'm not going to stand for it. I've said this from when Hollywood was silent. I was just, you know what? I really felt this. For me, so much of why I wanted to open our production company doors to nonprofits and to really raise money to actually finance this type of content throughout the last year was that I was so let down by all of my Jewish icons. Not all of them, but the majority of them were absolutely silent this year in Hollywood. And it was shocking to me. And all I kept thinking about was what these students in not even college, high school, middle school, elementary school, what they're going through on a daily basis. And I know it's a cliche thing, but it's like, be the change you want to see in the world. And I literally wanted to have these kids' backs, and I wanted to let them know that there is someone in Hollywood who was going to fight for them, and they were going to do it with a smile and a smirk along the way, and give them content to use as ammo, you know?
You've done it better than anybody. You've done it better than anybody. So amazing. One last question for you, Zach. So this is the question of the hour. This is our Aish Ha'am launch event. So why are you running for the World Zionist Congress? Yeah. And why specifically are you running on the Aish Ha'am slate?
Yeah, well, one of the things I really like about Aish specifically is that I think Aish is very aware of the social media problem, and that they were a bit more aware of it than even others in the space, when 10/7 happened. So I know Aish has funded a lot of social media content very well, and that you guys are very aware that sort of social media is the biggest battlefield we face right now. I always say anti-Semitism isn't new. What's new is social media, and it's allowed our enemies to propagate anti-Semitism on a mass campaign that the world has never seen before. And so social media is both a beautiful thing and a bold, scary thing that should alarm us. And so it has to be taken seriously and it has to be taken advantage of. And so I think as somebody who, had a couple million followers on social media before 10/7 and has now sort of really been used that following for good, I think I'm the perfect example of somebody who can come in with, a sort of understanding of how we take advantage of this to make sure that our story goes viral. Even though we're such a small people, our story can still go viral. It just means the content has to be that good. We can't just post crap. We can't just post generic things. We have to post stuff that is so undeniably good that it goes undeniably viral. And so I think having a voice like me in there, I think will be helpful and will just allow for the Congress to really have a forward-thinking person who understands that, although our brothers and sisters are the biggest heroes on the front lines of the physical battlefield, the PR battlefield is the next thing. And honestly, I actually feel much more secure about the actual battle for Israel on the front lines. I'm such a fan of the IDF. I have so much love in my hearts for them. And, although they're fighting the most important battle, actually protecting Israel and the free world really at large, it's my job as an American Jew who speaks fluent English and can really do the PR part to come in and keep inspiring more Jews with amazing voices to join the fight. And I just think I can really get in there and be a fresh perspective and a fresh voice to bring peace. So yeah, it would be an honor to get elected. Yeah. So vote Jackson Fox.
You make a fellow Philly girl so proud. Everyone is watching YouTube.
What part of Philly before you kick me off? What part of Philly?
I was born in and raised in Abington, and I went to school in Lower Merion.
No way. Wait, okay, my business partner went to Akiba, and we went to Jewish day school together through Perlman and Seligman. He stayed for high school. I went to public high school, but yeah. Wow, so cool. All right, literally come from the same cloth.
Okay, amazing, Zach.
Vote for Zach. Everyone who's watching, wherever you're watching.
Especially if you're from Philly, you have to. Your loyalty must be with us.
No question. That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Yep, see you guys.
Bye.
Peace.